Hi. So what you see here is a Power BI desktop client. So we'll start with creating a basic report with the trends and some visualizations that are available here, KPIs. We will compose a dashboard and we will deploy it. We'll deploy it on cloud and we'll see how it can be accessed. So we will do a end-to-end flow. So I have an assignment for that. So all our course would be driving by assignments. So our course will be driven by these assignments. So the first assignment here is to create a dashboard with the basic set of visualizations and demonstrate end-to-end flow of Power BI. So the data set that I will be using for this demonstration is Lands Transport Corp. Yeah, so this is a transportation corporation. So we have data, the number of loads or the trips that the shipmates this transportation corp has delivered in this year. So we have a complete data set of those transactions here. We have like trip ID, shipper who has mailed this, the category, customer, origin city, destination city, how many days are estimated for this delivery, when was this delivered, the delivery date, total miles, how many loaded miles. So we have data set like this. Okay, so checkpoints, how many checkpoints were covered in the trip. So on this data I'll be building analytics. Let's get the data into Power BI desktop. So the best way, the quickest way is click on this get data and select the common data connector. So either you can do this or we have a complete list of data connectors from where we can get the data into Power BI. So we have file connectors, different format files, flat files, Excel files, JSON files, different RDBMS, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, Teradata, cloud platforms, SaaS applications. So we have different data sources. We can get data from an on-feed, on a website, R scripts, big data. So we can get data into Spotify from different sources. So right now I'll be selecting Excel. I'll select this Lands Transportation Corp data file. So now data gets loaded into the application. So this is a navigator. Here we will see the list of sheets that are available in this Excel file. So there's only one sheet. We can see a preview of the data inside that sheet. So what kind of data we have. So we get a clear preview here. Then we can select if that is the intended data. Load. So that data will be embedded into this Power BI desktop. Okay, we can see the data here in the data panel. So this is the data that was brought into the system. So I'll start with building analytics. So here to begin with, what I'll do, I will create a trend. So I'll quickly get a bar chart, and on this bar chart, so you see all the properties of this visualizations can be seen in this panel. So we have properties to set the data fields, we have properties to apply the color formattings, and we have analytical lines. So we'll cover all of this. Okay, so what I'll do, I will get revenue, total revenue versus city, the city from where I am getting the orders. So this I will put on x-axis. So this is a revenue trend from various cities. See how convenient it is to arrange a visualization on this canvas. So you can easily, quickly, very simply, you can drag and drop the visualization anywhere on the open canvas. You can adjust the size according to the real estate consumption and do the settings here. So I have this revenue by origin city. We have different features here, like legend, color, saturations. We'll get there. Now we'll do some formatting. So here, see, everything is option here. So you can have an access selector. You can turn off a feature. You can turn on or turn off feature very conveniently. You can set data labels. You can do all formatting here. So we'll do what? I'll quickly go and change the title. So title, so this is the title that we see here. So we'll change the title, revenue by origin city, some color formatting and alignment. Yeah, okay. So now I have a title here. Data colors. So I can change the default color of this data bus, leave it to the original data coloring scheme. Or I can actually go and individually change the data color of each bar. You see, when I click this data colors and I say show all, I get all the categories that are there on this visualization. I can go and individually change each bar color. So that is possible. Very advanced feature. So now we have this. I'll do what? I'll, along with revenue, I'll also see miles, loaded miles. How many miles were shipped in this city? So I have two values here. So two values. Now this becomes what? This becomes a stack bar with the same colors. Okay, so stack bar now is showing same colors. Actually, if you select, you can see that particular one. You can change the color scheme here. Okay, but now that's not how I want to see. I don't want to see it as a stacked bar. So this is a stacked bar. Okay, I'll clearly discuss the difference between a stacked bar and a side by side bar. So now I'll see this as a combination plot. A combination plot, and loaded miles I'll take it as lines. Okay, as a line. So one measure as a line and other measure as bars. This is a trend I got now. So go to axis and we'll do data labels, plot area. In data colors we can set this loaded miles, change the color to a contrast and show all, and we enable data labels. Now when we are doing this data labels, let's put the data in some format. Thousands would be yes. Okay, so you can decide on how you want to show. You want to show as millions. Million may not be the comfortable scale. Let's put it in thousands. Yeah, we can change the scales also like this. So everything is configurable on your visualization. So this is my combination chart. I got bars and I got line on same visualization. So this is used for showing correlation between multiple measures. This is one way of representation. We can actually show with bars either as stacked or side by side. I choose this presentation. Now that we are here, so I'll show you the other two ways also in which we can show this. So I have created this visualization, right? If I want to change this visualization, it's very simple. You click on the visualization and click on any other visualization type. You can see the visualization is getting changed, isn't it? Yeah, so this is the beauty of this software. So you can dynamically change the visualization type. Now I am pressing Control C, and I'm clicking on the open canvas. I'm doing Control V. So we just duplicated this visualization. Now this visualization, I will show it as a stacked bar. So this is called a stacked bar. So we have two measures being stacked under a single bar. Yeah, so this view is called stacked bar. The other way of showing these bars is side by side. So like this. So instead of stacking them on one above the other, we will show them one beside the other. So these are called side by side bars, and these are called stack bars. Now both have vertical representation or horizontal representation. Okay, so now this stacked bar can be shown in another way, 100% stack. So if you click on this visualization, so now you see the height of all the all the bars as same, but actually the proportion in which the bar is segmented will vary. Okay, so each size will be taken as 100%. I'll convert this into regular stack bar. So this is regular stack bar. This is 100% stack bar. So each bar will be taken as 100%, and the proportion will be calculated for each segment and shown there. So that's 100% stack. So the height of all the bars will be same. Okay, fine. So that's what this first line is all. So we have stacked bars side by side, then 100% stack bar, both in vertical and horizontal formats. So let's flip this back to combination chart. So this combination chart is when you're doing two measures, we can show them one in bars and the other in lines. Okay, so now we'll put some KPIs. Click outside the visualization, get a KPI. So here in this KPI, what I'll do, I'll put total revenue fields, and this would be sum. Yeah, sum 9 million. Okay, so this is my total revenue. Maybe it's not meaningful here, so what I'll do, I will turn off that category label. I'll turn off that category label, and I'll put a title as total revenue. We'll do some coloring here. Font color, let's leave it. Background color, okay, there you go. So we have yeah, so this is a KPI. This is total revenue. Similarly, we'll build a couple of other KPIs. Total revenue, On this I'll get total miles. Total miles will show total miles in thousands. Okay, then total loaded miles. So loaded miles is like out of this total miles, how many miles will it? So in total miles, what happens when a truck moves from warehouse to the pickup point? So it is not essentially carrying anything, right? So those are dead miles. Those are empty miles. And after the delivery, again truck goes back to the warehouse. So again those are empty miles. So if you remove empty miles from total miles, you will get loaded miles. Let's change the titles accordingly. Total miles, loaded miles. Okay. Then the next thing I'll do is I'll put a geo dashboard. So see how simple it is. So I have destination city. I want to see all the trips that were made in destination city. So I'll get destination city here on the canvas. You can see automatically a map visualization is laid out here. So this is because it has the ability to understand the input data. This Power BI has ability to understand the data that we are supplying to a visualization and can decide the type of visualization that will best fit the data. So now on this I will do size by number of trips, number of deliveries made in each. So I'll put size trip ID and I will do count. Yeah, so this is already count. So I can clearly see there are some states where I'm doing more deliveries and there are states where cities where the deliveries are less. So this is trip ID, trips by destination city. Trips by destination city. Okay, so we have map visualization here. Now we have trip type here. So if you get a descriptive column like trip type, so it will by default give a table visualization. So this is a table visualization. So by trip type, so we have different trips like domestic trips, intercom, within a factory, international trips. So if I see the intensity of trips, so this is, so we the total 2000 trips. So here we have count of trips per trip type. So since that I added a numeric measure, it gave automatically a total. If I would have added category, so then this is a data table. So this is data table representation. Okay. So now let's not see it this way. We will convert this into donut. chart. Yeah, so now we have here a chart, donut chart. So this is number of trips by trip type. Say total trips by trip type. Very quickly we can change all these options here. Okay, so let's do some more. On top of this, let's put a KPI where it will show just number of trips, total number of trips. Yeah, this count I want where I want inside that donut chart. Total trips. This, let's put it inside this. Yeah, and send it backwards. Yeah, you see, so these are the number of trips, and then there is a donut outside it, splitting number of trips by trip type. Okay, let's do some other interesting trip. So we'll do what? We will do percentage of trips made in each state. Yeah, each state. This time we'll not see by map. We have already map for state. So we get trips, trip ID, total trips, and we'll pull destination state. Okay, so these are the number of trips made to each state. We can see Illinois has the highest number of trips. Okay, so we will flip this into a percentage chart, a funnel. So this funnel, what does it do is it works as a percentile. So it will take the top category and consider that as 100%, and it will calculate percentage of the next bars based on that bar. So now this is 100, so next best is 62% of trips here, 49%. So the least is 12%, and which is to IA. Okay, so this visualization will calculate auto percentages. I like this visualization. Title, so here we will can percentage. The beside one is total trips, that's by numeric representation. So this is percentage of trips by destination state. Okay, we can actually change the colors also, as I showed you already. So data colors, so there are now limited categories, right? We can change colors very conveniently here. So we'll start with like some bar. Yeah, so we have multicolored visualization here. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so we have yeah, so we're getting there. So this is an assignment that was built for this. So we have KPIs for total cost, revenue, then we have revenue versus miles by shipping state. So we'll finish this by one more KPI, so that is gauge control. So in gauge control you can show two measures comparatively, two aggregated measures comparatively. So what I will do here, I will get total miles as the maximum value and loaded miles, actual miles where we had so these are total miles and this is loaded miles. Let's convert them into readable formats, those numbers. So thousands, and convert that also, call out value also into thousands. So this is called call out value, which you see inside, and the target. So the target is data label category. Okay, so now what we are showing loaded miles and total miles. You see the gap is very high, so mean these are all dead miles. So the more the gap, the less the revenue. I mean, I'm losing revenue here because without any load I am simply moving vehicles here and there. So the less this area, the more profits I'll get, right? So that's one good use case of this gauge control. So you can comparatively show two aggregated measures. So here we go. We built a dashboard with some KPIs, trends, geo visualizations, percentage tags, donuts, and gauge control. Okay, yeah, this is perfectly arranged. Let's name this dashboard as transport dashboard. Okay, yeah. Now save this file. Save as Lands Transport Corp. So that's the organization name. So see, when you save this file, it will save as .pbix extension. So this is Power BI file. So I can circulate this file now. So anybody with Power BI desktop. So this is a free client, free tool available now. So anybody with this Power View client can read our file, edit, modify, and publish it. Okay.